Welcome to MagicGatheringStrat. I'm Dan and we continue our review of M15. This is the white commons. This article will be published tomorrow on the 27th. Triplicate Spirits then, the best card in the format. No, it isn't, but it is the best common. And it's a very format defining card. I wonder why they did this both in Vintage Masters and in M15. Maybe it turned out to be a very good thing for M15 and then they decided to include it in Vintage Masters, as I expect M15 to have been designed earlier. But that's so powerful. It makes negate main deckable, and negate is very seldom main deckable in a core set limited format. It also makes Raise the Alarm the second best card, mainly because it enables you to cast Triplicate Spirits early, but also because of Sanctified Charge. Pillar of Light, if you don't have any targets for Pillar of Light, you could sideboard it out, but I think it's main deckable from the start, at least one, and I like to have more in the sideboard, because this is such powerful removal. Not as good as the uncommon, but very good for a common. Putting Sanctified Charge at 4th place, it is such an obvious trick, but it is so powerful. It feels like overrun almost some of the time. Kinsbale Skirmisher, that's a drop down, but he's a bear, he has a solid upside, he helps with Convoke, he helps defend, and does a lot of things. And I think it's better than Oresco Swiftclaw. Even without his ability, being just 2-2 is better in this set than being a 3-1 with all the Forge Devils and Festa Glooms and stuff. Razorfoot Griffin is not very impressive, but he's what we get. And will pay 4 mana for a 2-2 flyer with first strike. Midnight Guard does a lot of cute things, and untapping for Convoke is good as well. I like the black 2-3 for 3 as well, but of course this guy is a lot better. Sungrace Pegasus keeps climbing in the ratings. I like him a lot. There's a lot of things you can do to help him, and just getting that 1 life. It was the same in, was it Return to Ravnica? Where it turned out that one power flying lifelinker for 2 mana did a lot of things. Helios Pilgrim. Well, you need to draft around him, or draft around the Broodkeeper, and this guy will help out. If you get a Spectre Ward, then you want Helios Pilgrim. So be careful and think twice before main decking this guy. But if you have the things to get, and you need definitely more than one thing to get, because if you cast Helios Pilgrim and doesn't hit anything, you are doing something wrong. That means that you can play Oppressive Race in the main deck, but it doesn't do a whole lot. If you're very aggressive, Oppressive Race will help you a lot, but it doesn't help a defensive deck as much. Selfless Cathar, also incredibly aggressive. And yeah, he does a lot of things, even in the late game. He's never a dead draw. And a useful 1-drop is very nice. He enables great curve outs. I don't like Marked by Honor, actually. I like Mark of the Vampire, but I don't like this card. But it is the filler target for Helios Pilgrim. So that's why you'll play Marked by Honor. Ephemeral Shields, I try to avoid main decking because you often save a creature that is not worth more than Ephemeral Shield, so you could just play another creature most of the time. Solemn Offering goes in the sideboard, but it does a lot of job from the sideboard. I don't think I main deck it ever. I could main deck Soulmender, but then I am sorry that I'm doing it. Or I'm doing it because I have a lot of Triplicate Spirits. He annoys, but he does very little. Divine Favor is the really sad target for Helios Pilgrim. But remember that against a deck which has all red removal, this is much better. So if you play against decks that can bounce it, if you play against blue or black, you should sideboard this out. But if your opponent is red-green, for example, then this becomes very good. If it's white, it becomes worse. But if you're playing against an opponent who relies on red removal, I could play Divine Favor. Tireless Mercenaries, well, you should feel horrible if this is your 23rd card. And never ever put Meditation Puzzle in your deck unless you're up against the guy with 3 or more lava axes. But don't play it. Life gain in limited that doesn't do anything is a mulligan. So play the 19th, play the 20th, play the 21st land before you play Meditation Puzzle. Thank you for watching.